Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Scorpio and Gemini, the relationship. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what's going on with this couple this month. I'm going to pull individual energy. We're going to start with Scorpio and then we'll do Gemini's energy and we'll see how everything goes together. We'll see what the dynamics is, whatever in this relationship. Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, okay. Scorpio? Okay. Something about cornucopia. Scorpio, I'm showing that you might be on the right path to something. I feel like there's something that you are manifesting. You are the master manifester. I can't talk, guys. And I feel like you know where you're going, although I feel like maybe other people don't actually understand. Maybe Gemini doesn't understand, but I do feel like you're in alignment with whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. I also feel like there's some blossoming abundance for you guys. I see this has to do with your creativity. I see that this has to do with being artistic, and again, something about friendly communication, right? So I feel like you guys might be sculpting out whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're manifesting. I think you're taking positive steps to get there, and I think that you guys are maybe reaching out to other people, you know, for assistance, or maybe other people are assisting you. Any way you put it, as long as you put your effort in, you are in great hands. It's going to work out for you, whatever this is, okay? I feel like this is more of an individual thing, but I also get this feeling that it might be something after something, like, you know, like I have happiness after I walk away from something, or happiness after I release something, or I'm free to do something so that I can have abundance, where I think at some point there was a question about that. I also see here man holding a heart. Now, it did come out reversed here. When I see something like this, I'm thinking somebody's questioning their foundations. This has to do with somebody being stubborn, somebody who won't change their ways, being inflexible, intolerant of certain things, judgmental in a sense. But I feel like this person, whoever this is, because remember, this came out reversed, right? So I feel like this person has this energy of being resentful. I feel like this person is distant. I feel like this person is also careless. Now, this could be your energy because, you know, I'm sorry about my voice, guys. A couple other readings that I did, it looked like, it starts off looking like Scorpio's the innocent one. And then, you know, as you get deeper, you start to see faults of both, if you will. Both parties. All right, so let's take a look and see where we are with Gemini's energy. Gemini, give me your energy. Let me just show you. Give me your energy, Gemini. Rest and rejuvenation. It's really funny that this card comes out, guys, because I see that you need this in order to have some kind of a new beginning. This is something about you being a natural leader, something about you being independent. Now, keep in mind that word independent, ambitious, driven, and also a visionary. So some of you guys could actually be artists or something like that. I feel like there's this way that you guys are trying to move. I feel like it has to do with moving in wisdom. I also feel like some of you guys might be given something about being a humanitarian, something about being charitable, but wise. Also confident, right? All right, so I get that. Okay, so that came out reversed. So maybe those are the things that Gemini is working on currently. How do I get this rest that I keep refusing to take? I mean, you see that right there. Financial constraints. I'm going to say, Gemini, you are dealing with the same things that the cards are saying you're dealing with, right? So this to me is nothing more than a confirmation. I feel like for some of you guys, there are definitely some financial constraints while you guys are trying to gain some kind of new beginning and grow in something. I feel like you guys are looking for stability, but I also feel like you guys are being pretty sensible about it. Again, this is about being dependable and trustworthy. I feel like this has to do with work or some mission or something that you guys are trying to do, projects, business, something like that. I also see that some of you guys are expanding your holdings, whatever that means to you. Community. Now, I do see that there is this withdrawn, moody type of attitude, skeptical, right? I feel like based on the energy that I see here, I feel like you're trying to be a little bit more of an humanitarian, right? Trying to be a little bit more open, da-da-da, da-da-da. Financial constraints. Some of you guys can't do exactly what you want to do in your community because you don't necessarily have the finances to do it. I also see here with this, it talks about you guys being withdrawn and moody, and I think you are reacting to something that you can't do. I feel like you guys are limited in a situation. Sorry about that. Now, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get into your piece, and we'll see how everything comes together. Scorpio. You know what? Let me grab some water. Hold on, guys. Okay. Scorpio, I feel like, first of all, I just want to say I feel like something happened here. Because when I look at this and I'm trying to figure out, Scorpio, where are you in this reading? I feel like you are not putting enough effort into making yourself better, right? So some of you guys could have been focused on working too much. Maybe you were too into Gemini. Maybe you became lazy around Gemini. Maybe you weren't as motivated or something like that. I feel like Scorpio had all these ambitious thoughts. But Scorpio, for some reason, was preoccupied doing other things and just stopped. Like, I get to it when I can. I'm just emotionally dealing with this one over here, or I'm doing that over there, right? And you guys fail to act on your own dreams or something like that, where you're not doing everything that you need to do, making the efforts to get to where you want to be. So I see something like that. It shows that Scorpio has all these thoughts about being successful in something, but Scorpio, at some point in time, you weren't willing to do the work. Where are you today? And I'm trying to piece this together because I see the moon card. Scorpio feels like I need to tune into myself because there's some energies around me that I need to be mindful of. There's something that I don't see, something that I'm not being told, right? I see things that are bothering me. I see this could be a problem. But for the most part, the moon card upright is some sort of surprise, right? It's kind of like an unseen, something that you didn't recognize, but it becomes an issue for you. All right? But I also see where you guys are taking this time to walk away, pay attention to your intuition, and actually investigate those dreams that you've been having. Because I feel like in this connection, you guys have been having hunches about something that Gemini is hiding, that you think Gemini is hiding. All right? So I feel like you think there's something hidden. All right. And I also feel like you think there's something being hidden from you in this connection. When I go further into this, right, and this is what I'm thinking, it feels like you walk away. That's what it feels like, Scorpio. It feels like you give up. And I see that energy happening with the Three of Pentacles reversed, where you guys are just, I give up on this, or I'm not paying any attention to that. Da-da-da. It does tend to talk about you not doing anything to better yourself, but the question is, what are you doing when you're not focusing on yourself or whatever? What are you doing? And it tells me that you were probably working a lot or very engaged in something having to do with Gemini, because I see that there's something having to do with finances here for both you guys, right? So I think that's the focus. That might have been one of the things. I do see the Four of Wands here reverse. Now, Scorpio somehow, right, because this card, there's some kind of success that comes into Scorpio. There's some kind of happiness, success. I feel like nobody really knows about it. I feel like it's something that Scorpio is keeping inside. There's something happened. Some kind of blessing came through, but Scorpio's celebrating quietly. All right. Now, Scorpio, you could be the one that purchased something new, expanding your holdings. Maybe you guys got, I don't know, somebody gave you some Bitcoins or whatever that's worth right now. But you understand what I'm saying? It could be something that expands your holdings. So your holdings can be in what? It can be property. It could be coins. It could be the stock market, whatever. Whatever it means to you. But that's something that you are celebrating that nobody knows about. I'm doing it real quiet. All right. Now let's look at Gemini's energy here, because I just want to say again, I feel like this energy is solo for Scorpio. I really do. I feel like Scorpio's following their path now, because they decided not to put as much energy into something that was shady or being hidden or something like that. All right. I just want to make sure. Now, I do see where some of you guys, because these cards also talk about homecomings as well, I think you are rejecting that. I don't think anybody's trying to celebrate coming home or whatever together in meeting if you guys are broken up. So let me go on to Gemini. All right. Now, Gemini, we see that Scorpio's taking their energy away from this situation with the Knight of Wands reversed here, right? I see that you are waiting for messages or paperwork, and there's some delays with it, right? I feel like for some of you guys, there were some plans that were supposed to happen between you guys. I'm thinking before you broke up or before the argument happened or whatever. You guys were supposed to go somewhere. So something could have been canceled, right? It could have been canceled because there was some kind of a disagreement, or it could have been canceled because there's bad weather. So the cards is actually saying that there's bad weather. That could be why some trips may be put off. What else is being put off though? Engagements and weddings. Those things are being put off right now. All right. So I see the whole things could be canceled. I feel like the whole mood energy is gone away because Scorpio took their attention away from this. And I feel like, I don't know if this was abrupt or something like that, because I feel like Gemini is reacting to it. Like, how come? And I thought that, da-da-da. Now, now we do see where the engagement or something is off, but we also have the Four of Swords reversed. So after this whole thing falls apart, or whatever the significant event was supposed to be with you guys, I feel like it doesn't happen. But I also feel like Gemini doesn't sit down to allow themselves to feel the pain, right? Not allowing yourself to mourn after something interrupted your relationship is what it looks like, all right? So with that, I see here that there are messages. I'm waiting for you. I also see that there are disruptions here, which is why your energy turns like this. All right. The cards are saying, actually, Gemini, if you don't take care of yourself, if you continue to run and not nurse yourself, things are only going to get worse for you. All right. The situation is going to get worse. Now, we also see the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is back to finances again for Gemini. There's something here where you are worried about your stability. There's unforeseen delays. Something having to do with your stability. Something having to do with maybe a failure of an investment. There's some kind of disappointment, and you get a message about it, that there was something that you may have lost. I see that some of you guys are really worried about your stability, and I'm thinking, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how close you guys were, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys are married or whatever. I don't think so. I feel like this might have been a really, I guess, a committed relationship that fell apart because somebody took their energy away. I feel like Gemini is out on Gemini's own. And I feel like they're worried about their stability. Now, when I look at the common energy for both you guys and where you are now, we're going to see if we can take anything away from this, right? And I just want to say, too, I see energies here where folks are just not motivated to better themselves, right? And I mentioned that with Scorpio. I also see where there's somebody that keeps running and they don't allow themselves to rest. And when you keep running, you keep spending money that you don't have. I feel like you guys are very good-hearted, Gemini. I do. And I feel like you guys want to donate and give and da-da, but you can't necessarily do it because your finances are not in order at this time. Now, the cards are saying that you guys really want to be careful of get-rich schemes because we see Scorpios going after Scorpio's dreams and they're happy or whatever, right? And I feel like I was saying earlier, there's a possibility that this man holding a heart reverse could actually be Scorpio's energy. Like, I don't need this anymore. Or this is how I feel about you or something like that. Because I think Scorpio bails. I think Gemini is left feeling empty, like I don't have any stability in this situation. And there's some sort of failure here. All right. And I also see here for Gemini that there's you could be unemployed. Something happened with your job. Maybe you guys left the job to go to a better job is what it's saying. All right, some of you guys could have just left the job. But I see ultimately the energy for both you guys, and I'm just thinking why it probably didn't work. I see two people that need to have control over each other. Like, that's the common energy, the Queen of Swords reverse. I have to have control over you. I have to have control over your affairs. I need this situation to work out in my favor. This is your individual energy. So this is, both of you guys are like, I don't see anything here about we. I do see something about you guys, you know, going after some kind of business or possibly losing money in a business, or in some cases one is celebrating while the other one's broke, and you know that could cause conflict too, because I do see a lot about finances here, right? So somebody might be doing a little bit better financially than the other one. It could be something like that. Listen, money always comes up, so let's be honest. Anyway, I don't know who you guys are. I feel like now I'm going to get into something else for a different set of Scorpios and Geminis, whatever this is about. I feel like both you guys, I feel like something happened with Gemini's job or something. They're moving on to another job, whatever. All right. You guys are being advised not to piss off powerful people. You guys are being advised to be careful who you do business with. It says specifically women. Be careful doing business with women this month. Is there anything else? The selfishness where you need to have, I need to see what you're doing. You need to see what I'm doing. I need to have control over your schedule. You need to have control. I need to know what you're doing. It's almost like you guys are like, I'm looking to make sure you ain't doing something so I can do what I want to do. Right? So I don't necessarily feel like I'm talking to people who are very committed. I hate to say it like that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm looking at people who, I feel like somebody feels like somebody's hiding something. And I feel like, I don't know if Scorpio, I don't know if Gemini is doing anything. This could just be you subconsciously making up something in your head to get out of this connection. Self-sabotage, if you will, whatever. All right? And then I see Gemini being thrown off a little bit. They're like, wait, what just happened here? Rest and rejuvenate. The cards do talk about after this big shift or interruption in your relationship, you need to take a rest. But you guys have some work to do on your individual selves. And being honest about what it is you want in each other, what it is you want in love. What is it that you want, period? Because I at least think, I think Scorpio knows is something that they want in business, but in the area of love, I don't necessarily see that. I see a lot of things having to do with like worry, rest. It didn't work out, so I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to rest. I'm not going to mourn. I see a lot of money being spent, financial constraints. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull romance. I don't even know how long this reading is, but I'm going to pull some cards. Where's my romance cards? No. I'm thrown off. Okay, hold on. All right, let's see. I'm going to use these. Sorry about that interruption, guys. Nothing I can do about it. Had to answer the door. Okay. Show me love for Scorpio and Gemini. You can say hi. Hey. All right, go ahead. All right. Give me the energy for this connection with Scorpio and Gemini, please. Scorpio and Gemini. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss. I don't think that's happening. I feel like there's rejection of honeymoons. I don't think it's going to happen. I think this goes back to canceled plans, canceled trips, canceled engagements. I don't think that is waiting. I feel like that's not going to happen. That's the way I look at it. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I feel like this is after the fact. I feel like this is energy. I feel like it's something that you guys do after. Ooh, yes, this is your soulmate. Now, this could be you guys getting back together. Enjoy. I don't think you're going on this trip. Playfulness. Recapture romance. Soulmate. Hang on. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. New love. Reversed. A new person has steered romantic feelings. Playfulness. Soulmate. Yes, this is codependency. New love. Some of you guys could just... This could be after the fact, and you guys have moved on already, and there's somebody new for both of you. It literally could mean that. Or maybe you guys are going to have... When I see new love, I don't necessarily mean, oh, like a new person. It could be a rekindling, but I don't think that's what this is. I think you guys are questioning whether or not somebody's your soulmate, or if you should maybe try somebody new. That's let me see what else I got. Hold on. Give me more. Tell me about the soulmate. What's going on? Deciding if you're my soulmate, codependency, or do I want to go another way? You guys are deciding if you want to... I feel terrible for hurting you. Common energy. More. You make me want to be a better person. More. I dive in and out of relationships. I'm not surprised by that, actually. I think that's what both you guys do. I have sexual fantasies about you. That's great. Yeah, I think this is about diving in and out of relationships, and I think you guys are off to the next relationship. I don't feel like you guys are together. And this one just says, it talks about you guys are probably, I don't know, maybe good-looking people, I don't know. Sexual fantasies and all this other stuff. Mainly, I feel like you guys in and out of relationships. Just in and out of this one, too. That's all I have for you. That was a weird one. Oof. So weird. Alright, give me one more. Let me pull a heart card. Just, oh, wait. Oh, you know what? Never mind that. I'll see what's going on. Now, this may take us down a rabbit. Where those cards go? This may take us down a rabbit hole. How am I? I'm at 20 minutes? Oh, okay. Let me do this in 1 second. 1 second. Well, that 1 second is gone. A message from Scorpio to Gemini. From Scorpio to Gemini. Scorpio, help me understand what's going on with the man and the heart. The man holding the heart. That's shady. I have a lot of fears, and I'm not yet ready for a relationship. Yep, Scorpio's bailing. Just like I said, it's been coming out. And guys, trust me, I shuffle these. I shuffle. Alright, one more. Give me a message from Gemini. From Gemini. I'm really curious to see what Gemini has to say to Scorpio. Because I think both you guys are nuts. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Hold on. I'm so confused and I don't know where we go from here. I don't think you guys are giving up on this. But I think you guys are entertaining other people, or entertaining the idea of entertaining other people. That's what I feel. Common energy. Give me one common energy between these guys. A message. What's a common one? Besides you being all, I guess, attracted to each other. I love talking to you. I feel like I can't tell you anything without being judged. Then why'd you walk away? Shady, man. One more. Even though we're going through a rough patch, my feelings for you haven't changed. Things will get better, I promise. Yeah, you guys are going to find your way back to each other, I think. I don't know if anybody else is going to be in between there somewhere, but all right. That's all I have for you. That was a weird one. That's all I have for you guys. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, please. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.